Hi guys, good evening. Hope you guys are all doing well. Uh, Today's video I want to publish it mainly because I'm seeing a lot of people it's a personal tendency I also saw because I watch a lot of tech videos online. So whenever you're watching those kind of videos, you see people kind of motivating you to upgrade your phones. Then people will say you need to upgrade after uh, 4 years, 3 years, sometimes even in Android, in case of Android, 2 years. Like if you have bought a $300 or $200 phone, do you really need it? According to me, if you ask me personally, no, you don't. Now, you can ask me why. Why am I saying like that? Because I myself like to buy new gadgets and phones and stuff like that. The main reason I would suggest it, if people are most of the time, the reason why people tell you to upgrade is because of security concerns. Nowadays, financial security mainly and data security. Nowadays, most of the banks which are having apps, most of the people having those are doing online transactions. The transactions happens mostly by two two-step authentication, two-step verification way. So it's quite unlikely that your money will be stolen unless you provide them the password or the OTP that pops up in your on your phone. Means if somebody has some hacker or somebody calls you and asks you for those things, it's you have to be the careful guy. You don't need to worry about a phone for that. The phone won't help you in that case. You have to be agile, be careful, and save yourself. And in case of data, what kind of data do you have that you need to be afraid of other people seeing it? Yes, if you are having a lot of serious data, private data that other people should not access, then you are not the person this video is intended for. Because you will be afraid of getting hacked, especially in modern day times when people are putting like tapes on their video on the front just to uh, avoid being identified. I don't really know why people do that, but people do nevertheless. Anyways, it's their life. I cannot I cannot uh, have my opinion on how people want to live their life. But again, uh, if you are that kind of person, then you should upgrade every now once in a while. I mean, uh, you are the person for whom new gadgets are coming, so that you are not afraid or not, getting drowned in that fear. But for any normal person who wants to live a normal life, trust me, you can easily live a normal life. Yes, your account can be hacked and stuff like that. If everybody's gets now and then you need to just let go of that account and move on, according to me. And don't let people uh, know your passwords mostly, and don't keep simple passwords. I'm telling you. I mean, I have had accounts, and yes, I have my Instagram account has been tried to be hacked. My Facebook has been tried to be hacked, but it's difficult because there is always two-step verification thing going on. Then my password is always I'm keeping on changing those things. I think those things are enough, and if you're doing that much, it should be fine. I personally feel, but then again, if somebody is targeting you and he is a pro hacker, he or she is a pro hacker, that's a different story. I mean, you should then contact the cyber police. But for that sake, you don't need to don't need to buy a new phone. A phone cannot help it. Operating system cannot uh, stop a hacker from hacking your phone. It may be delayed, a new security update or a new OS update does not guarantee that your phone if can be hacked or something like that. So that's one thing. So you need to contact cyber security or cyber crime department if something like that you're facing or you are afraid of facing. Okay, so that's one point gone. The next thing I wanted to address now is what is the people are telling whether you should buy Pixel Pro 6 Pro or the Galaxy Ultra, S22 Ultra. First of all, I don't think S22 Ultra is fighting with with the Pixel Pro. The Galaxy Ultra S22, it costs around 1200 USD and 1150 pounds and 1850 Australian dollars, which is the lowest variant. And then if you go for the higher variant with the 12 GB RAM and the 256 GB storage, it's $1300, 1250 pounds and 2000 Australian dollars. So the competition, and if you look at the price of Pixel 6 Pro price in US, it starts from $999. In UK it's $899, and in Australia it's I think $1249 or $1299 if I'm not mistaken. So my point is that only it's not competing. The price gap between it's the price gap between both the phones is huge. It's like almost $200-300 and pounds in terms of in terms of UK and US pricing, and in terms of Australian pricing, it's almost $500 Australian dollars. So why are people even comparing both? The segments are different. Yes, they both are high-end phones, but I don't think Galaxy Pixel 6 Pro is intended for people the with a budget. I mean, the people, those who are buying the Galaxy 6 the 6 Pro, Google Pixel 6 Pro, the phone that they should think of is the Samsung Plus, S22 Plus. Now the point is S22 Plus, you have to see the problem. The problem is the battery. It has a much smaller battery. That's the big issue with that phone, and that's the problem with Samsung. And the problem with Google is the chipset Tensor is quite new. So that's why when they have got this Android 12 update, and even when they are doing lots of every monthly or every 3-4 weeks update, we are observing that there are some bugs being reported, although 90% 80% of the users, they are not complaining. So the question is, do you want a 5000 mAh phone, which is Google Pixel 6L, the 6 Pro, or do you want a 4000, I think, just give me 1 second, S22 Plus specs. Battery. S22 Plus's battery is I think 4600 or 4500 or maybe 4400. It's less, it's much lesser than. So that's one issue. The second thing that you need to look for, are you interested in a curved display or a flat display. If you're interested in a flat display and your budget is in that range, uh, around that £899 and $999, go for, if you want a flat display, go for the Samsung. If you want a curved display, go for the Pixel 6 Pro. Personally, I don't think it really matters so much, but again, it's your call. You're buying it for 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, according to me. If you're investing $1,000 on a phone, it should be almost 5 to 6 years of investment at least. Then around 6 years mark, 5 to 5 years, 6 years mark, you can start to contemplate whether you want to buy something else, something new. So that's the thing. And if you want to go for the lower range, Pixel 6 eyes closed should be the choice, because the Samsung S22, the normal variant, it is almost I think $200 more than that of the Pixel variant. That's one issue. And secondly, the bigger thing is the battery is smaller than the Pixel. It's almost 500, 600, maybe 700 mAh smaller than the Pixel 6, the normal Pixel 6. I'm not even going for the operating system. The Samsung's UI, Samsung's OS will have some bugs, some bloatwares, and whatever it is. It is bound to be. They always put in. You will have Bixby. In Google Pixel 6, you won't have that. But the screen of Samsung is always better than that of Google. Be assured of that. I've used Google phone and I know. I've used Apple phone and that's a Samsung. Samsung provides the screen, right? So keep that in mind. The screen brightness especially. That is one reason I would always incline towards the Samsung, but you should always know that the battery drainage in Samsung will be much faster than the Google, because the size of the battery in case of Samsung is smaller than that of Google. So keep that in mind. And about 3 years, 4 years OS update, security update, don't worry. After 2 years, 1 years, unless you're a very big tech enthusiast and somebody reminds you, you won't be caring about security updates and operating system update like that. Maybe you will be doing it for a year or 2 years, and then one day you will sit down like I did for my mother's phone. I sat down, I updated it for, like, it was not updated for around 200 days, and I updated it, the entire security patches and all, for my mother's phone, Infinix phone, my mother's. So don't worry about that. Nothing happens, like nothing dire security thing happens and stuff like that. And unless you are doing nitpicking and diving deep into how the phones are very different or better or bad, they're almost same. But the main thing that is different is, as I said, the Samsung has a better screen, has a lower spec battery, so the battery drainage will be huge. Keep that in mind. Otherwise, Samsung phone is better in terms of experience because of that. Whereas in terms of Google, you will find better camera, obviously, and a clean operating system, and maybe a little longer battery. I'm not sure, because the camera, when you use it, it draws a lot of the juice. So keep that in mind as well. And always remember that Samsung's a little expensive than the Google Pixel. Otherwise, it's up to you. You can buy either of the phones, but these are the few things that you should keep in mind when you're purchasing. Good luck with your purchase and have a great day.